Jolly good day, old chaps. Sir Silver here, ready with another Minecraft video. It's actually been a while here. Now, I have to be careful because there are some spoilers all around me because I have multiple videos in the work worth of footage that I need to edit, and now I'm finally getting down to that. If these little piglins would stop bothering me. Originally, this section of the video was going to be a bit of the Secret Santa pranks and shenanigans. However, I have decided to cut that out. After all, it is quite out of date there. Plus, I'm sure you'll see it from other perspectives. From what needed to be shown, at least. Instead, we're going to go into a little bit here from a while ago again, but still more recent, of me and Peanut meeting up to help Grace set up a shop before she returned. Let's get right into that, shall we? Boop. Also, side note here. For the last couple months, I was wondering what was different about my skin. It turns out I reverted to an older version with a different eye. And now, I'm wondering what the heck did I do. Okay, bye. That's it. That part of the city can go there.
Oh.
And, oh.
I see a name tag. Silver!
Hello, Peanut. Wasn't expecting
Hi.
guest. Let me clean up my chicken. Here, have a seat, have a seat.
Oh, okay.
How do we... There.
Nope. Can't do it with a rocket in your hand.
Here, have some chicken. What have you come to talk to me about? In my morning cafe.
Let me just clear my voice here because I still have a cough, but, anyways. I was just stocking my shop, and that got me thinking because I looked over and I saw Grace's flower shop that I've put up while she's gone.
Yeah.
And that got me thinking. You mentioned something about having space for her flower shop, and that also got me thinking that I need to talk to you about doing a build in your area, so like a plot of land.
Yes, I do have a plot claimed at your area, don't I? I just
Yeah.
forgot about it.
I know, right? It's been a while.
You just wanna come up, walk around and choose out a spot?
Yeah.
What does she mean by do that magic?
I don't know.
Also, what do you think of the cafe?
I like it.
Bit gloomy because we need to get some books in there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a bit of riffraff across the street.
Well, yeah.
And a bit everywhere. Too much honey.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So this street here is predominantly for some of the businesses like the alchemy store, the tailor, the cafe. There'll be theater and all that down this street eventually. But there are plenty plots alongside this roadway here. And that entire side of the city, there's a... Honestly, you could just choose anywhere, mark out a path, and I can connect the road to it. As long as there's a slight gap to the river.
Slight gap to the... Okay.
So like, I'll give it a 10 block girth from the river itself. For terraforming purposes.
Right here.
Oh, perfect. Right near the thing. Now, I believe the sidewalk is 5 blocks, so the sidewalk would go... I don't have a shovel on me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I have a ton.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this would be the sidewalk. So anything on that part you can work with. Anyways, you were talking about... you were talking here about the shop for Grace is flowers, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have a plot over here. You know where the gold bank is? And where the nether shop is set up for Grace?
Yeah.
In that same building, there's an empty slot part right beside it. So if you just follow.
What?
Cross at the crosswalk.
Oh, hi. I just flew into the street.
Therefore, my base is dangerous, as you are well aware.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I don't have the farty particles. Okay.
Didn't I? Oh, did I use soul sand over here? I meant to use soul soil. Um, over there is soul soil.
Oops.
Oh yeah, so this plot here is done. You just have to share a wall. Well, you don't really have to share a wall, but it's a
Yeah.
bit of a tight squeeze. I think this part here you kind of have to share the wall, but
Oh,
with
that's
the nether
fine. Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
But yeah, we can go
Yeah.
upwards, and we have two entrances. This could be like the
Mhm.
something we can figure it out later here.
Yeah.
But this is something you want to work alone on, or do you want a hand? Because I am into interiors today.
We can do that together.
Perfect. Well, I just need to grab the stuff here. Meet up in a second, and we'll show everyone how it looks.
Yeah.
I'm off to go get resources. Bye. And here we go. Now we're back at the bank here. We wanted to get this done last episode, but that build behind me there took a whole lot more resource gathering than I thought. In fact, I had to make a whole tunnel board so I can get diamonds faster. Just so I could afford all the materials, because that took a lot of anvils. Now, that build I'm actually quite happy about. I still haven't done any interiors for this part. These ones are not. This one will be in the future. I might have to wait till things kind of progress a little more, because I want to have a bit more buildings in. But let's get started on this thing, shall we? As you can see, nothing in here at all. A little bit of our daily magic. A boop, and boop. Well, let's see how it turned out. Nice, nice. Gotta use all those diamonds up. Petalbore's been busy to get that spell ready. We got nice walls, making use of the side texture of the chiseled bookshelves, as well as some of the newer blocks like the vases, as I really love to use. Not much else used though. Kind of a bit of a different color palette here with some sandstone and birch and all that, just to give a bit of a bank feel. That basalt wall will eventually be the vault door. We'll have to get the redstoners to help us out with that, hire them for something, such as Enigma or Lag Monster. We got some nice little beds people can, or I say beds, some little seeds that people can rest on as they wait for their line to calm down. They come up here, they go to the teller, do all their banking deeds, give us the gold, and such. Now, up there is kind of a false herring because there's nothing behind that door. Nothing. And then we have these halls here, which is just a side entrance for the employees, and then the meeting offices where they can come in, just discuss their finances with their banker and all that. So really love the use of hand signs. I just can never get enough of them. They have such good little breakup texture. Tried something a little bit here. It's a little wonky, but it looks nice in this case. I have a bunch of these bushes around. This is the only place where it's really suitable to have green bushes in the city because of just how much nether theme this is. Because Hell's Landing, you know. Yeah. And for these guys here, we also have to get some books so that we can actually put some stuff in here, but not really necessary. The first floor is just more so that people can look in from the outside. The top floors will probably just be blocked off with some glass and false windows. Now, as for this, we did go back to the starting area here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, we did go back to the starting area, just mine this out a little bit. Above us is the skeleton spawner. Just, this is going to have a use in the future. That's not going to necessarily be just skeletons, but skeletons to help defend the vault where all the gold is going to be. Gotta defend that gold after all. The gold is my precious. Yeah. Now, actually, admittedly, this interior did take a little bit of time. This one was one where I felt inspired. It just took a while to get the at the time to actually gather up the resources and build, and just a bunch of other delays in real life. I'm proud of it, but it did take a bit of time, and things are actually starting to be better as we've had some guests come back, or some server mates come back after a bit of a absence. Me and Peanut did finish up the interior. We did work together on kind of the basic flooring, where I came up with the kind of little having this divide stuff. Came up with the basic idea for the floor, and she made the walls, the pillars, or well, the pillars were actually both our ideas, but and then I focused on the roof part. The palette was mostly decided by Peanut, and yep. And actually, the moment I finished this up, like I'm not even kidding, 10 minutes after we finished this shop up for Grace, so that she would have some stock a shop when she gets back, she came back from her absence. I'm not even kidding. The same day I finished this build, and we had some stock put in. But we got this done. Now she has the shops, 2 shops to help earn her some diamonds as she gets her starter base and all that ready. Can't wait to see what she builds, and we'll have to drop by later to give a bit of hello. Now, a couple other things of note here. It has been a while. Like all around, kind of took the holidays just to kind of chill and all that. Oh, that's a new build. Okay then. I'm assuming this is spoilers. So we're just gonna try and hide that in the video. What I was trying to get at here is spider's gone. And then I was flying around wondering where the spider went, and it was like, wait a second, what is this? So apparently, I have a spider living in my mountain now, just chilling in this valley here. I mean, not gonna lie, looks sick. Kind of creepy from down here though. Perfect little theme for my scary little mountain. Another thing we've been working on here is just trying to figure out the pathway. As here is the park. This like central little park of my part of the city. Where we have the wizard tower where I started off. Just gonna have some trees, some nether growth, and some overworld growth kind of mixing together, mingling. Bit of corruption so far. So back and forth. And that park will extend up to here. We're gonna have another building and a couple pathways kind of leading up here. This here is all pretty much gonna be the park. Maybe one more building there, and then the rest is pretty much the entirety of the park. Um, on this side here, the park continues. This is the pathway that leads up to the starter base. It kind of wraps around what's gonna be a building right there, which I'm currently making creative. Still haven't been fair. I've had a couple designs, not one that I'm proud of to make yet, but yeah, let's just head into free camera. It is going splendidly though, because once I get these buildings in here, they'll probably take up a good chunk here and there, and then there's just going to be the trail that kind of goes back. I'm also thinking of raising up this land a little bit and making it a bit more level, so it's because we don't really need all the extra terraforming if there's going to be a bunch of buildings covering it up. Um, To be fair, this part here will probably remain relatively untouched, kind of like another pathway here. But we will have to make our entrance, the tunnel for the mountain, through the mountain, which will connect us all the way to Shallon's area, which is perfect because it actually comes out right here, which is where I think he's gonna have the main part of his road. Not sure. We'll have to discuss that when Shallon gets on next. Now, we do have one more bit to work on today. And of course, that's going to be a nice little build. Well, I should say builds. Let's get right on to that. And we're just going to start out with a bit of an outside view here to show off some of the beautiful trees that Creamsicle has made for us. Now, as you can see, we've also been making some progress on the roads and tunnels and all that, but that's stuff that we'll show off later in the next episode, probably. For now, let us just show you these beautiful trees that I commissioned from the wonderful Creamsicle. A beautiful tree. Oh, it's nighttime. Anyways, beautiful little nether trees that use the amethyst and purplish and cyan colors that are quite common in my district. And I think they complement quite well. I want to get at least 3 different types of trees that go throughout the area here. Now, there is a bunch of spoilers because as I'm recording this, I've actually recorded bits for um the next video already. So if you do see some spoilers, do ignore them. Like I can't even look back there because I've changed some road designs and such. But what I've already shown you is our storage system. Now, the storage system has changed, and I've been grinding out a lot of materials and just hammering away at this tunnel here. Unfortunately, it takes so long to get all the respawn anchors that I just put some temporary frog lights and all that for now. But I think that is it for that. This tunnel will have a clone that looks just like it in that bit where we were mining out. Just so, but it won't go through anything. It will just be a hollow. Again, can't really go over there because there's lots of builds planned out. Like I have, actually, I could just check. These are builds materials that I have ready for the next episode. But as you can tell, lots of different builds have the materials ready for and already built, planned out. Just need to get the time to build them. Now, I'll probably be doing that on stream, getting a bit more into a streaming habit, so look forward to that, and I hope to see you there. Now, another thing I want to just point out here is I did not know that black concrete had such a nice effect with the shadows and all that. It's so easy to get that little glow in, like where it seems to disappear, like there could be more of the arch. And this is just temporary. I'll probably have something similar to replace these little, what are they called? Oops, spoilers. Um, Chandeliers. I want to get something done like that, but I want to have it similar effect where it kind of looks like it fades off, and maybe have some of the ones closer to the center, smaller, and also use a bit more darker blocks so that they look like they're fading off from either end. I think that would be pretty cool. And again, just another look at my storage room because I'm not sure if I included the clip where I built it. I'm pretty sure it has, but it's been a while since I've recorded that. Anyways, but yeah, this was completely unintentional, and I- I've never realized how important it can be to have a storeroom. Usually, you just have several dozen chest monsters, but since I've organized my materials in this simple manner, not with a grand storage room like I have in the past that I don't really use, simple, concentrated one that looks nice like this. Like, I know where everything is. I can get inspired to do and design things like this here. I wouldn't have done it so soon, or at all, really, unless I had done this. And it it's a good way to get some motivation, I have just realized. And I think next season, which is going to be a long time away yet, so don't worry, I definitely will have a storage room as my first agenda. And something nice like this would be pretty cool as well. Now, it's probably something I'm going to freehand because I did freehand this and I'm quite proud of it. Uh, Most of my builds, I do like to just create them in or do the exteriors in creative just so I can do that and have them fit the theme. Um, However, I do want to kind of step back from that and kind of have a few more builds. Typically, I have these builds here that are quite repetitive. And then once most of the buildings are in place, I'll go back, change out some of the windows, maybe have some boards, as somebody recommended to me the other day, or even just add little bits. Like maybe I'll add a bit of a air conditioner that's kind of hanging out a bit too far, or maybe part of the building is kind of damaged and some of the windows are replaced, so they're maybe a bit more different colors and all that. There's gonna be trash bags. I gotta go in and replace all these guys, kind of mix it up and all that, or mix it up and add in some different blocks. This is just temporary so that I have a feel of what the roads are going to look like. I also need to start planning out how I'm going to integrate the custom biomes, because yes, there's going to be a lot of natural overworld terrain, but I also want to incorporate some of the warp forest kind of themes, Crimson, and also why I want to get some more of those custom trees. But that's going to be all for today, so let's just hang out in the bed, take a sleep, and theoretically I would hang up the pickaxe, but I already have my torch in there. Again, thank you all so much for dropping in, and see you in the next video. Cheerio!